Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a review of Wigshe. It finally came, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, I am so excited. I get to unbox for you my human hair wig from Wigshe. They reached out to me and asked if I would like to do a video for them, and I said absolutely. And so I have worked with them to create a custom wig for myself that's made out of 100% human hair. And let's see, we'll get into all the particulars when we unbox it. But it's a beautiful box. Now I will say well, let's start at the beginning. The ordering process, you go onto their website, wigshe.com, and you can look around. They've got a ton of human hair wigs, toppers, hair pieces. I think they've got ponytails kind of thing. And they've got lots of different versions for you to pick from. And you can also, they will customize for you as well. So if you've got a picture of a particular hairstyle that you like or hair color even that you like, you can send that to them and then they will kind of work with you to kind of fine tune that. So as part of my process, I kind of narrowed down their selection to two, a blonde and a brunette. And then I put it to my viewers to see which color they thought would look better on me. And it was a 2-to-1 blonde was the choice. So as I got to looking more and more, there was a blonde one on there that I really liked, but I was also just kind of scrolling through pictures on the internet of hair that I liked just to see. I kind of wanted to test their customization process, to be honest. So I found some pictures of some highlighted blonde hair. I was really looking for a balayage kind of a look, which they do have, but on their website, there was a section called Summer Trends, and the balayage style was kind of a trend, at least for the summer, and I really liked that. It's more of a subtle highlighting. So you know how it is sometimes when you go to either get your hair done or you see someone that's recently gotten their hair highlighted and how it's kind of harsh highlights in their hair that looks good on some people but not so great on other people. And the balayage style is kind of a sun-kissed look is how I would describe it. So I was really looking for something like that. And then I found some that had waves, because on their site you can get straight, you can get curly, you can get wavy. They also have size charts, so if you're not sure what length of a wig to get, they've got a chart that shows like a straight wig that's like a 22-inch, let's say, might be a 20-inch if it's wavy, and it might be a 18-inch if it's curly, kind of thing. So they've got a good size chart on there that you would look for. Also, we had to measure my head. I say we, but I measured my head. I did have to get some help from my family, because when I sent in, you guys, when I sent in my first measurements, I think they were like, what is wrong with this girl? These can't possibly be the right measurements, because I've told you I have a big head. Now, they make you measure around your, around the crown and, you know, the nape of your neck. That's one of the measurements. Then there's also like a measurement that goes around here. There's a measurement from ear to ear, from temple to temple, measurements kind of going back. So there's all different kinds of measurements. And so you get your flexible measuring tape and you do all these measurements, and then you send them in, and then they will get back, and like they did with me, and say, can you measure that again? Because you can't possibly have a head that big. Now, I will say, when I remeasured, I did get slightly smaller numbers, but not a whole lot. I mean, I think I really kind of have a big head. And they've got different sizes of wigs. So where this is important is because they are going to create that wig cap, the wefts and everything that the hair is attached to, specifically to fit you. Now they have the adjuster straps like most wigs do, but I don't think I'm gonna need the adjuster straps, you guys. I think my head is gonna be the fullest size that they've got. But if you've got a lovely smaller head, then they've got those adjustable straps to help you out. So we'll talk more about some of the details, but let's do the actual unboxing. You guys, I've had this for a while, but with the holidays and everything, I just hadn't gotten to it. So I haven't looked at it at all, but this is how it came. It did take about a month, like I said, to get to me after we agreed on all of the parameters for the wig. So yeah, but it's in a beautiful box, you guys. A beautiful box. All right, so I'm so excited. Now, they did send me, after they got the wig colored, they did send me pictures of that to make sure I was okay with it, because it was a custom job. So I did get to look at that and everything looked good. I mean, it's a little hard to tell in the pictures because of lighting and that kind of thing, but it looked professionally colored and everything. So I was happy with what I saw. So we take the lid off and, sorry, I just bit my lip. It's in a lovely satin bag. Even the inside of the box is nice. Now, you guys probably know that you can get wigs for as cheap as $9.95, maybe even cheaper than that, and you can spend thousands on wigs. So for a human hair wig, this one is super reasonably priced. I don't know that I have the exact price for what this wig cost. This video is going to be reviewed by Wigshe before it's published so that they can give me, so here's the important part. There will be a 10% discount code. There will be a 5% commission to me if anybody uses my code. So thank you in advance if you do. But it won't be an extra cost to you for that. So I think kind of the base price for the human hair wigs is somewhere in the $400 to $500 range. But again, that's just from all the research I did after they contacted me, that is a super reasonable price. All right, so it does come with tags. And look at that, you guys. The color is really pretty. The color looks better than it did in the picture. The picture was kind of grayish, a little bit, but this is definitely a much more natural looking color. So we're gonna get it put on the wig stand so we can brush it and whatnot. But let me just mention a few things while we're here. This had a lace front cap, so that means that I can part it in different places relatively easily. I may need to get a heat tool, off camera after we're done with this unboxing review, because it is parted already, but it can be, you can see it's got a nice big lace front. So any of these places we can part it and have it still look natural, but we may need the heat tool to kind of get it into place. The other things to know about this is what the wefting looks like, and it's got combs. I've never needed the combs because I don't have a whole lot of hair on the side for the combs to clip to. But even if you have thinning hair, and this is why I was interested in wigs, is because, and Wigshe kind of really caters to women who are losing hair in their crown area, which is where I am. It's it's been white. I've had white hair in this area for a long time. I'm 49 years old, so kind of prematurely or stress maturely gray. And white hair for me just is thinner and it breaks easier. And so there's just a lot less volume that I've got here and to the sides. And my hair just breaks a lot more. And so, you know, kind of the perimenopausal phase I'm in, I guess. So that is a big reason why I got interested in wigs, because I've seen other YouTube channels that I didn't even realize they wore wigs. And then when they said that, I'm like, wow, that looks fantastic. And I stopped coloring my hair probably a year before COVID. So what, 2019? Because it was so hard to keep these white areas colored. They didn't, and I know now they've got powders and stuff that you can kind of keep the color in between sessions, but it was just a lot of work. And so I just thought, this is my life. I'm gonna just embrace it. And so I did. But as I've gotten older and closer to menopause, it just is thinner. I had long COVID. I was in the hospital for 17 days. And so after that, oh my gosh, there was so much hair loss after that. Anytime you have a significant illness, there tends to be a lot of hair loss because your body is going into survival mode. And so I know I'm obviously not the only one that went through a COVID experience like that. So there's lots of us out there that have good reason to be looking for alternative solutions. And this is kind of, this is a very similar color to what I used to color my hair. So I probably used to have a little bit more red in the store box that I used, but I think with my overall coloring now, it's probably better to not have a lot of red. I've got a red enough face as it is. But anyway, so, and then there is also a comb here in the back, which that one, I do have plenty of hair back there, so it would probably be fine. But what I was going to say too is if you do still want to use these clips on the side and you don't have a lot of hair, I've seen ladies that will spray it with hairspray, that area with hairspray, and kind of tease it to get it some bulk with what little hair they do have there. And obviously, if you have no hair due to any number of health events or genetics, then you won't need these anyway. I don't know if they're removable. They probably are. It looks like they are sewn in up here, so you could use a seam ripper and take those out, I would think. Also with the lace front wig, you can see they gave you a pretty good amount of netting that you can cut. Some women cut it while it's on their head because maybe, I don't have too much, but some people, you know, their hair will come out, you know, and go back in. So maybe they want to be really specific when they're cutting the net. Some women just literally cut the netting as close to the hair as they can get. But you can see here, I mean, they're very conscientious about how they knot this area so that it looks natural. It's not just a hard start, because nobody's hair does that in real life, really. So, all right, so let's get this put on this head for now until we're ready to try it on. And the great thing with this wig having such a big area for the lace front is I can do side parts, or I can leave it center part and just part it differently, or I could easily move that part that they've already kind of given me to wherever I want, really. I mean, like right here, it looks like I've got it kind of on the side. And so that would be fine. And then also the lace comes down, you know, depending on what your length is, will come down to around there. All right, so what else did we get in the box? Yay, I love these. So you guys, I got one of these on my own, not from Wigshe, but from another company. And I love this. So if you have watched my channel before, I've tried on lots of wigs, cheap wigs on this channel. And a lot of those wigs come with wig nets, either the pantyhose kind or the fishnet kind. And because of my big head, they always feel like they're going to just pop right off, or like they're squeezing my head, and it's very uncomfortable. But this, I got one of these and it's great. So I'm really happy to see that now I've got a second one of these, because it really grips. So I've already put my hair up with some clips, wig clips. And of course I did that at the beginning of the morning. So I've already got all this broken hair, because my hair comes to about here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. But yeah, there's just a lot of breakage in this whole area. But anyway, you would take this, and it's adjustable, and I got to use just about the entire amount of it. So for me, it ends up being like this, but that's okay. And then they give you, you put this wherever the part is going to be. So I'm just going to put it center part for now, so that we can kind of, so that we can, I guess, looking here too, that way you're getting kind of more lace all around, so it's taking up less space. All right, so now one thing I'm bad at, let's take this off for a minute. I find it difficult to get, because this hair on the side is so short, I find it difficult to get it, well, okay. I should probably gel it down or something so that it behaves, and when I put the wig on, it won't be in the way. But I guess in the interim for this, and let me get a close-up of this so you can see, but it really doesn't slide around when it's on, which is nice. So let me be a little bit more conscientious when I put this on. All right. And the rest of that I'll get covered. But yeah, see this, well, it is what it is. Okay, and then, then there's a thank you card. And it says, "We are so honored that when it comes to hair solutions, you think of us. There's a lot of choices out there, but you singled us out, and that means a lot. We just want to express how much we appreciate your purchase. When you are looking for something truly special, we hope that we'll continue to be the place you think of first. We hope you enjoy your purchase." And I have read a lot of reviews. I've watched a lot of the videos on their channel, which will be linked below. And there's some ladies that have done lots of videos, but there's still a good variety of people that have done videos for them. And they've all acted like customer service is really good. So, so yeah, I mean, you don't want to have to need customer service, but you want to know that it's good if you do. So, all right. So now that we've unboxed, let's get to the fun stuff. I'm going to tell you the rest of the details for this wig, so you know what I selected. And this, let me show you this first. This is the picture I gave them that they were going to match to. So this picture actually matches my shirt better than it does in that, but that's really just because of the lighting and whatnot. So they had that. I asked for loose waves, which it looks like I got. I also, okay, hang on, because it closed out of the email that I had open. So let me go back and find it. So I'm curious, for those of you watching this, do you wear wigs just for fun, to change up your look, or do you wear them because you have a need, kind of like I do, where, you know, you're kind of self-conscious about your hair? And for those of you that do wear wigs, was it easy to start wearing wigs outside of the house? Like, I have not, I'm gonna be honest, I have not worn a wig outside of the house because I knew this wig was coming, and all of the other wigs that I've gotten have been not really street worthy, if we can say it. Okay, so here are the things that I picked. For a hair length, I picked 20 inches, and that's way longer than my natural hair. But the great thing with a human hair wig is that you could take it to your hairstylist and get it styled however you want, meaning cut. I mean, because it's human hair, I can wash this just like I would wash my own hair, and I can cut it just like I can my hair. I mean, obviously, I got it long enough so that it's not up to here by the time I'm done cutting on it. But you can also have it recolored, you know, if you wanted to. For the hair density, you could pick between 120% and 150%. I picked the 120% because I thought that would be more natural. I have a wig that's 150% and it is so thick. And whereas I would love to have hair that thick, it's not natural looking on me. So 120% is kind of what they recommend if you want that natural look. Now, granted, there's probably a whole population of people, like redheads, for example. I feel like most redheads have really thick hair, and so they might really want the 150. So I got the lace front cap, and for the cap size, I got large, shocker. And then, okay, so where it is connected to that lace front section, they hand knot that. So see this, you can see where they've knotted it. Now, this is lightly bleached. You can get not bleached, which if you're getting a brown hair wig or one that's mostly brown at the top, shoot, don't get it bleached, because the bleaching is going to weaken the hair just like it weakens hair. And but if you're getting one that's got some blonde in it, then they recommend getting the lightly bleached. So that's what I did, so that because these wigs should last a long time, but they will last less if you have it fully bleached. But some people really like that. And I watched one video where they asked Wigshe to come through and give a realistic hairline. And what that meant was that Wigshe then went through and plucked hairs out from that area to make it look even more natural. Some people that want their part to never move, they may do some extra plucking in this, but look how natural that looks, you guys. And some people I've watched will use especially if it's a blonde wig, they may need to use like a chalk crayon or some of this, some concealer on it. Obviously, there's all those hair color powders that you could use if you're, you know, really wanting, like maybe they've got dark hair, but they're wearing a blonde wig, and so they don't want their dark hair to show through here, so they'll lighten it up with a, you know, some kind of a highlighting tool of some sort. All right, and then is there anything else? Okay, so they did say on here it normally takes 40 days to make a wig. I can't remember how long I was waiting for this, but that's I think they maybe got done a little bit faster than that for me, but then you've got to get it shipped too. And for cutting, they do leave a little bit of layering for you. It says, if we leave long, subtle layering, it may not fit after wearing. And you can trim the layers following your own favor after receiving it. And all of this stuff they confirm like 2 or 3 times before they finally set out to actually make the wig, because they want to honor the hair that they've got that they're using, right? Because this is used to be somebody's hair. They don't want it wasted, so they do everything they can to make sure you're going to be as happy as they can hope before they send it. All right, so I am going to brush this out a little bit before we try putting it on. But it feels like my hair, because it feels really nice. Well, better than my hair, because it's, you know, there's a lot of it. It's very easy to brush, and like I said, you can wash this very easily. And there's plenty of videos online too, if you're not sure of how to wash it. So yeah, so they gave me kind of a very light wave. Now, after I wash it, I watched several videos of people that had washed their wigs, and I can't say that this one will be the same, but after those others washed theirs, it was kind of just a like wavy hair. And then you could get your own heat tool and curl it or whatever. But it's got a pretty decent wave to it already. But man, I used to have long hair, and it's been a long time since I've had a good amount of hair like this. All right, so let's go back to the front. So she's been through shipping, so we recognize that she's going to have a little bit of waves that need to be kind of worked with. But let's go ahead and pull her off of there. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the tag off. Set that aside. All right, now I'm not going to cut this lace off on camera. I'm going to do this because it's such a valuable wig. I'm going to do that myself off camera, and you'll have to watch a future video to see how that turns out. I wanted this really to be an unboxing and initial try on, initial feedback video. All right, so wow, that feels really nice. Put on, you can see how much of the lace they give you. So, you know, especially for, I've watched several videos where the women are completely bald that are wearing these, and that really makes it so you can create your forehead wherever you want. But you guys, look at that. I mean, it's coming down. I mean, the measurement is really good. Now, I don't think I have this on completely straight, because you can see my part's a little over, but this looks pretty good. And then same over here, let's look. So it has a really natural, to me, it feels like a really natural kind of part. Now, this doesn't feel like it's going anywhere to me because of the, you know, the strap that I put on first. But I do have melting spray. So some people will, you know, kind of spray their forehead so it's a little tacky, and then they will, with this, and then this lace is designed to just melt into your skin, so then you can put makeup on right over it. Now, so you can see this definitely needs some styling assistance. Like, I wouldn't just wear this out of the house like this, but I think, you know, they did a good job giving me some highlights up here in the front, so it's not all just brown and then blonde. So it feels pretty natural. Now let's try, oh, and because, you know, I've got that cap thing on, it's got a pretty good looking part, but let's just change the part. But see, this is what I mean. You're going to need a heat tool probably. But that's a pretty decent part. So like once you get it worked with and you're out in public, you could very easily mess with your hair just like you would your normal hair. And I like that this is the 120% density, so it doesn't feel so thick. Now I want to get out of my bag, I think I've got a couple clips in here, but let me make sure. I may have taken those upstairs. Because I was going to pull it back, and it looks like I did take them upstairs. Of course I did. All right, so my whole hope is that I can do something like this. I want to go back in time and be able to pull. I mean, look how much bangs, or how much, not bangs, but how much hair there is up here. So yeah, so if I had, well, I've got the clips, I've got 2 clips on my hair right now. So hold on, let me take this off. Let me take this off and we will steal one of the clips from back here. The wig clips. Now, taking this wig off makes you realize it is kind of hot. I don't think it would be like overwhelmingly hot, but I can tell that it's not on my head now. It's very easy to put on, and it's just very easy to put on, very easy to brush, very easy to get it in your face. That's a good problem to have though, you guys. Hair in your face. All right, so let's just see if we can get this to stay. It's going to be a little weird because that center part is so ingrained in it. I really need, you know, 2 clips or whatever, but wow. So just think of how it'll be once I've cut this off. You can pull it around to wherever. I mean, I think this looks pretty natural, you guys. What do you think? So there is some kind of line, a little bit of lines here where you can tell that the coloring starts, but you can get in there, you know, with your own, if that kind of thing, you know, bothers you, you can get in there with your own stuff to adjust that as needed. But I think that's kind of normal in today's day and age. So yeah, so I love this. Now, so it comes So ideally, I would probably be looking for hair that's about like this, but like I said, I wanted to have room to play with it. But yeah, it does have some layers already. And shoot, if I didn't have the net on here, I could easily go out in public like this right now. Like, it's so good, you guys. I truly feel blessed that they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to do a video for them. So thank you, Wigshe, for sponsoring this video. And yeah, I really like this. So I'm not sure when exactly this is going to air, but everything you need to know will be down in the description below. I'll have the link to their website, to their Facebook, maybe their Facebook page, I don't know, but I meant to say their YouTube channel, and the code that you can use to get 10% off of your order. But yeah, if you're someone who's been looking for a wig, this is a really good entry point wig company for you. Well, it would be a good full service wig company for you. But, I mean, this looks great, you guys. I like it. So, you'll be seeing more of this wig in the future. I'll definitely be doing some future videos in this wig, just because, I mean, shoot, it's fantastic. So be sure to check out everything down below if you're interested in it. And just as another disclaimer, I do get a 5% commission if anybody uses my code. And if you use my code, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. But definitely go check out their other videos, especially if maybe blonde is not your thing, or you want to see how their curly or straight ones look. Go check that out. But yeah, I'm super happy. So thank you so much, Wigshe. And wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.